Well, it's knockout time. It is still, of course, just a game of football, but it is a different game of football in terms of its mood. I don't think that you could get away with telling any of these players, let alone the crowd assembled here, that this is anything like what went before. As far as winning the competition is concerned, every game from this point on is win or bust. It is knockout football time. This, of course, the Saitama Stadium, looking so intimidating with the crowd close to the pitch, so much like classic European stadia. Well, there's a perceptible change in mindset here, both in terms of crowd and players.
Well, Peter, knockout competitions require knockout mindsets. There has to be a more dynamic edge to the whole approach, whether from going ahead or replying to going behind. This is when the adventure kicks in, and you have to be mentally prepared for a more intense pressure.
So it's down to business here. Looks to thread it through. Looks to clip it forward. That's not going to make it. Meza. Cuts it out. Lucas Vasquez. And it's played forward. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, that's where he wants it. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. He's got away. Throws it out to the flank. Looking for a decent ball in. Danger averted for now. Dinks one in. Nice little chip. He's left his man. He's gone for it! That is gorgeous! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order.
Well, the goalkeeper would have helped to make his mind up on how he was going to finish it.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
I think they've gone about their business with the opener very much in mind, and this augurs well now.
That's a good ball to find him. Now a chance to break. He's picked him out. He's through and the shot! Surely this time, goal! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. Muslera did well the first time. Nothing he could do about the follow-up.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable.
It's the whistle for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence the change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. Here we go again. Rodriguez. There's a real chance! Yes! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. 3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Hoists it forward. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Gets it back. Forward it goes.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
He's had a shot! Really well taken goal. Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
2 changes being made right now. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Plays it out to the wing.
Estudiantes look completely out of sorts when it comes to crucial moments, Peter. They've lost composure and that killer instinct.
Shoots! That is faded wide.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Meza. What a throw in. Hit into the middle. Big chance! Oh, denied at the last. Sticks in a foot to win it back. Yeah, he's fouled him there. That will be the final act. So that's the first round done, and on we go. Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, it was fairly emphatic. To move on to the next round with as big a winning margin, I think can only benefit their campaign. A springboard win and a very buoyant outlook.
Well, it's knockout time. It is still, of course, just a game of football, but it is a different game of football in terms of its mood. I don't think that you could get away with telling any of these players, let alone the crowd assembled here, that this is anything like what went before. As far as winning the competition is concerned, every game from this point on is win or bust. It is knockout football time. Some beautiful scenes here inside the Mid-Aral. It certainly retains all of its original character despite all of the modernisations and modifications of recent times. Well, there's a perceptible change in mindset here, both in terms of crowd and players.
Well, Peter, knockout competitions require knockout mindsets. There has to be a more dynamic edge to the whole approach, whether from going ahead or replying to going behind. This is when the adventure kicks in, and you have to be mentally prepared for a more intense pressure.
So off we go then. And he's going long. Just the goalkeeper has a pop! That's good distance on it. Out for a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Crosses it in. And he's there to clear it. Hoists it forward. Questions were asked, and he's given the answers. He's pinged one through here. There to make a great save.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Gets up to head it! Their attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work out.
And it's Vieto. He spotted the run and played him through. Breaks on here. Oh, good interception. That's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Vieto. Vieto!
Look, if you defend so carelessly, it's going to prove costly. And to afford that sort of room to somebody, you know, what are they expecting? To get away with it? It's not going to happen.
Racing Club have made their breakthrough, so can they build on it?
I think they've gone about their business with the opener very much in mind, and this augurs well now.
Throw in. Forward it goes. Oh, Red, he sorted that out. Steered forward. Looks to thread it through. Tries to get it forward quickly, cuts it out. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well, there's good movement off the ball, the passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Racing Club leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Racing Club carrying a 1-goal lead. He's got options out wide. Has he found his man? He's made sure that that won't get through. And it's Vieto. Goes for goal! In for the pieces! They scored! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
I might sound a little harsh here, but the keeper, I felt, could have done a better job in ensuring that ball didn't go back out into the danger area.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Lobs it in gently. He's found his man. Shoots! Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. There's no flag. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, he's worked.
Towering header! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
He'll be fuming with himself for not converting. He could have killed it off.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Racing Club Avellaneda really have been alive to interceptions and picking off any loose balls.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Tries lifting it over. And time is up. Victory in round one. Still plenty to do, of course, but one huge step forwards. So, Kim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Look, it's knockout football, and ultimately your win is what counts, and they seem to be able to adapt to whatever's required to make good progress. A team to keep an eye on, I think.
Well, hello and welcome to everybody who's tuning in from around the world. I'm sure that you can sense a very different feeling in atmosphere and ambience around the ground, certainly by comparison with what we've seen before in this year's competition. Gone now are second chances, points and tables, that sort of thing confined to the group stage. From this point on, nothing other than a win suffices. The mood here is expectant and nervous. The Beira-Rio here in the southern Brazilian city of Porto Alegre really is a giant bear pit of a stadium. Well, this is a noisier occasion all round. Everybody, Jim, knows what's at stake here.
Well, Peter, knockout competitions require knockout mindsets. There has to be a more dynamic edge to the whole approach, whether from going ahead or replying to going behind. This is when the adventure kicks in, and you have to be mentally prepared for a more intense pressure.
And that gets things running. And the weighted pass.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And here's Salvio. That's offside. Yes, it is. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Hoists it forward. Has he picked him out? And he's onside. Oh, sweet feet. Header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Lanús can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source. Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now.
Looking for space out wide. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Up to meet it! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Lanús take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest.
Well, registering that crucial first goal has now given them...
He certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Plays it out to the wing. And it's got through. And the finish! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Needed a better pass there. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's played forward. Has a hit! Dispatched clinically! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, showed great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
It's pulsating, it's absorbing, and it's hugely entertaining. Every single player is giving everything.
And we hit half-time. So a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. With a delicate ball. Salvio is onto it and can take it up. Hits one! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Shot! Too close for comfort. It'll be a throw-in. It's on a plate, he's had a goal! Defending of the desperate variety. Forward it goes. Attempts to play it through. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Lanús can make their change now with a break in play. Plays it out to the flank. Here it comes. Has a goal! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. It's being played forward. Gets into a dangerous position. Tries to get it forward quickly. Almost nothing left on the clock here. It does seem we're headed for extra time here, unless, of course, there is one last dramatic twist. It's a long ball, and it's not hit its target. Hoists it forward, cuts it out. He's through the middle. It's found its way to him. Goes for goal! Knocks it away, battles to win it back. In comes the cross. Minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Yeah, and it's been a contest between two sides that were evenly matched on the day. Neither deserves to be on the losing side.
Fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time. into extra time we go. Plays it long. Shoots! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof!
Oh, it's lovely to see the art of the skies alive and well, but the keeper straight into no man's land.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And it's played forward. Forward it goes. Gets wrestled off the ball. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Looks to dink one in.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
And he's there to cut it out. And that's it for the first half of extra time. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd.
Well, it may well be who's got most to give now. Fitness levels look good, and it's not any less competitive.
It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Played in with accuracy. Hoists it forward. Just a few more moments for them to hang on.
COLÓN probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
He's left his man. Lanús don't have many options, and time is running out. And the referee brings it to a close. So that's the first round done, and on we go. So Tim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the result matters more than the performance. This team can grind and keep grinding.
Well, hello and welcome to everybody who's tuning in from around the world. I'm sure that you can sense a very different feeling in atmosphere and ambience around the ground, certainly by comparison with what we've seen before in this year's competition. Gone now are second chances, points and tables, that sort of thing, confined to the group stage. From this point on, nothing other than a win suffices. The mood here is expectant and nervous. As we survey the stands of the Maracanã, what a sight it is, a terrific sight, awash with colour, as always has been the case. Well, there's a perceptible change in mindset here, both in terms of crowd and players.
You know, Peter, it's the suddenness that I love when you get to this phase of the competition. The suddenness in which you can find yourself in a good position or the suddenness in which it can go against you. That introduces drama, which creates great excitement, and ultimately you get a much more entertaining show.
So it's down to business here. Looks to dink one in. Banega has a hit!
There's a lot of movement up front.
Yeah, I have noticed that those front players are working very hard, dropping deeper.
Yeah, and I just think it keeps the opposition off guard with so much switching of position.
Shoots! It's a goal!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. And they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
I think they've gone about their business with the opener very much in mind, and this augurs well now.
The defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. Away from immediate danger. Talleres Córdoba get it back again. Defenders on the back foot. And it's Banega. Banega. Forward it goes. Talleres Córdoba, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. He's found his man. He can get that clear. Referee has just said play on. And the first 45 minutes are up. So there you have it, a close fought half of football, but like it still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A decent game up to now.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Talleres Córdoba come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Talleres Córdoba really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Finds himself eased off the ball. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Going through. He's had a shot! And it's played forward. It's Banega. Goes for it!
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Goalkeeper's ball. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's played him through. Questions were asked, and he's given the answers. Banega. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Banega. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Look at the defender bombing forward. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. So we have a double substitution going on here. It's a brilliant interception.
Newell's old boys are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Checks on the touchline, a change about to occur.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
So not long left in this now. Newell's old boys are staring a first-round exit in the eye. He's made sure that that won't get through. Really good feet. Goes for goal! And that's that. Talleres Córdoba advance. Stern tests await, no doubt. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Talleres Córdoba have turned a win-by-one goal into round two, and they seem to have a personality that could win quite a few extra admirers.
So we're down to the last 8. The competition, you sense, rapidly heading towards its big climax. A dash for the finishing line, the showpiece final. Welcome to our live coverage on quarter-final day. It is good to have you with us, and you can see that the atmosphere is building very nicely. Super noise, grand level of expectation, and that is only rising as we head towards kick-off time. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. Well, there is a perceptibly greater sense of urgency from both sides here, with a place in the last four on the line.
Well, look, when you reach this stage of the competition, you begin to think you can go the distance. Now, the big characters in either dressing room will be stressing the need to find whatever it takes to get through. Has everyone got the substance and character to make it happen? These are the questions that both of these sides have to answer today, and one side will obviously do it that bit better.
That's got things underway. Oh, good interception. He could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
San Lorenzo seemed to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
Oh, what? He's gone for it! What a wonderful goal!
And what a great way to start the game, to spark the game. I mean, the captain has basically triggered a contest that should be even livelier than we anticipated. Get your seatbelts on, this could be rather exciting. Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
San Lorenzo take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest. Drills one in. It's has a shot! Looks to clip it forward. The defence can get it clear. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Tried to play it through.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Good ball. Goes for goal! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Plays it out to the wing. Hoists it high. Forward it goes. He's got through. Shot at goal! Same again, same outcome.
They're just lacking the cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
And the first 45 minutes are up. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
San Lorenzo leading 1-0 at the break. They're promptly into the second 45 minutes. San Lorenzo carrying a one-goal lead. Quick drop, has a goal! Oh, the ball's come loose! Defending of the desperate variety. Loose ball, who's going to get that? And the finish! Sticks it away! 2 up now, and they are cruising. He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
San Lorenzo grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
That's a throw. Chip through. Hoists it forward, and the counter is on. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
In with a header! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
It's a good display of fighting spirit for me.
Up to meet it! No, he didn't quite meet it right. And it's played forward. Rapidly approaching the end, now just moments away from a semi-final place. He's had a shot! It's come back out! We've got a goal! With so little time left, grandstand finish! He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Oh, that's great awareness. Full marks to him, as he was just that bit quicker than everyone else on the follow-up.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
This is threatening to become a really good game. Gets it back. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. And on to the semi-final. Another hurdle cleared. Next up, the penultimate stop. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the result matters more than the performance. This team can grind and keep grinding.
So we're down to the last 8. The competition, you sense, rapidly heading towards its big climax. A dash for the finishing line, the showpiece final. Welcome to our live coverage on quarter-final day. It is good to have you with us, and you can see that the atmosphere is building very nicely. Super noise, grand level of expectation, and that is only rising as we head towards kick-off time. Truly, this really is a quite wonderful stadium, located here at the foot of the Alps. So this is where we're up to in the quarterfinals. Already plenty enough to get the juices flowing.
Well, look, when you reach this stage of the competition, you begin to think you can go the distance. Now, the big characters in either dressing room will be stressing the need to find whatever it takes to get through. Has everyone got the substance and character to make it happen? These are the questions that both of these sides have to answer today, and one side will obviously do it that bit better.
So it's away we go then.
There's a long ball,
And he's searching, he's gone for it! He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Away from immediate danger. It's a fabulous position.
Oh, nice touch.
He could be in here. Tries to get it forward quickly. And the counter is on. Hit long and direct.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Independiente seem happy to let their strikers roam out wide.
I wouldn't want that.
No?
No, well, my worry is that their main threat is being shifted out of contention.
Plays it out to the wing. Now short, shapes to shoot! Danger averted for now. Vieto. Aimed in towards the centre. Looking for space out wide. He's in space and looking for options. Cut out in the nick of time. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So now the team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. So we're already into the second period.
Racing Club Avellaneda can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
It's come through. That's a
Shot at goal! And he's found the net! The second half sparks straight into life.
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Racing Club take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest. He's got options out wide. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Vieto. It's good distance on it. Racing Club get it back again. He's in! Shoots! And he's there to clear it. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And it's played forward.
Racing Club Avellaneda are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too. Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change. Independiente are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
He's looked long this time.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Vieto.
He's gone for it!
And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, it was just some wayward passing that let the opposition in then, and I have to say, a very lucky escape. You lose it there, you expect to be punished.
Independiente making another change here.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Almost there, and the players can feel it. Cuts it out. Loose ball, who's going to get there? So that's it, it is all over, and on to the semi-final. Another hurdle cleared. Next up, the penultimate step. The end of the game. Reflections?
Racing Club Avellaneda made their intentions clear that nothing else but a win would do. These games are always tough, you know, it's not always about form, it's not always about class or style, it's about pride, and they showed loads of that. Their attitude was spot on today.
So we're down to the last 8. The competition, you sense, rapidly heading towards its big climax. A dash for the finishing line, the showpiece final. Welcome to our live coverage on quarter-final day. It is good to have you with us, and you can see that the atmosphere is building very nicely. Super noise, grand level of expectation, and that is only rising as we head towards kick-off time. Monumental, a fabulously impressive arena. It stands out amongst its contemporaries in this part of the world. Well, there is a perceptibly greater sense of urgency from both sides here, with a place in the last 4 on the line.
Well, look, when you reach this stage of the competition, you begin to think you can go the distance. Now, the big characters in either dressing room will be stressing the need to find whatever it takes to get through. Has everyone got the substance and character to make it happen? These are the questions that both of these sides have to answer today, and one side will obviously do it that bit better.
And we're underway.
There's a long ball.
Dangerous looking ball, and it's come to nothing. Hoists it forward, gets it back, tries to get it forward quickly, and here's Cavani, and a shot! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Boca Juniors were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Oh, well intercepted, really alerts the danger. Boca Juniors have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Got a sight of goal here. He's had a goal! Get that clear. Oh, that is lovely footwork. Cavani with a shot! We've got a goal! Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead. It's being played forward. And it's Herrera. And here's Cavani. It's come through. Real chance! Gets it out. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Just brushed off the ball there. Dashing forward at pace. Herrera. Cavani is onto it and can take it up. And it's hoisted clear. Plays it over to the other flank. Oh, he goes for goal! There's a goal! Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think 2 keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind 1. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
That has certainly made things interesting.
It's pulsating, it's absorbing, and it's hugely...
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. So, both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Boca Juniors can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
It's come loose. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Great strike, but the keeper's equal to it.
Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? It's a very good battle there. Terrific to watch. Gets the better of his man. With a delicate ball.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
And it's played forward. Has a pop! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Oh, great defending. That needed doing. And it's been given away. Plays it out to the wing. And now they can launch a counter. He gets past his man. Gets it into the middle.
Colón merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
And the Herrera. Tries lifting it over. Ball through needs to be good here. It's a brilliant interception. Away from immediate danger. Oh, that's nice. Takes a towering header. And he heaves it forward. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Yeah, and it's been a contest between two sides that were evenly matched on the day. Neither deserves to be on the losing side.
So a brief breather, and then extra time. Minutes gone and nothing between them still. Forward it goes. Well played, he saw that coming. Nicely measured pass. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Tries to get it forward quickly. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Done very well to intervene. Come back to the keeper. Paredes battles to win it back. Cavani is being picked on here.
Well, his stealth has been competent.
He's gone for it! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it!
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Now that's what I call freezing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was square and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Extra time reaches half-time.
Well, it may well be a case of who's got most to give now. Fitness levels look good, and it's not any less competitive.
And we're off for the final time. They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Could be thinking about a shot here. This is gone, presumably for offside. Gets it upfield. It is just a question of running down the clock now. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
And that will be the final act. Boca Juniors through to the last four. Just 2 more steps now. They have got a crack at it. What are your thoughts on today's game, Benjamin?
Well, the result matters more than the performance. This team can grind and keep grinding.
So we're down to the last 8. The competition, you sense, rapidly heading towards its big climax. A dash for the finishing line, the showpiece final. Welcome to our live coverage on quarter-final day. It is good to have you with us, and you can see that the atmosphere is building very nicely. Super noise, grand level of expectation, and that is only rising as we head towards kick-off time. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. So this is where we're up to in the quarterfinals. Already plenty enough to get the juices flowing.
All the 8 sides still left here are perfectly entitled to think they have a good shot at this, Peter. It is quite an atmosphere here, and that's clearly raised the bar in terms of expectations from the crowd. They genuinely think, or certainly the feel is, that they'll get to see the game of the tournament.
Well, we're on the way. And the weighted pass Questions were asked, and he's given the answers.
Shapes to shoot! He's pulled off a fine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And he's cut it out. Looks to thread it through. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
It's a busy front line, lots of movement.
And is that working for you?
Well, not really. To be honest, I'm not a great fan of taking goal potential away from the penalty box.
Still goalless at the moment.
Acuna.
It's a throw-in. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Juan Quintero gets it back. Dinks one in. Oh, good interception. Enzo Perez. Quintero.
Acuna.
Enzo Perez. And we reached half-time.
Well, both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means.
Ball back on the first 45 minutes.
Unspectacular, but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. That's the start of another 45 minutes.
Talleres Córdoba playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half, despite this scoreline.
Oh, no, it's an own goal!
Oh, it's terribly unfortunate for them, and maybe we can attribute that to a loss of focus. Oh, and they couldn't have had a worse start to the second half, Peter. The captain has to pick himself up now, never mind his teammates.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one.
Well, you can't ask for much better than that, Peter. Bang, bang, two in double quick time.
He's left his man. That's offside. Yes, it is. Goes long. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Well weighted. Gets away from his opponents. So who's he picking out? That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Time for a change in personnel. And the defence can get it clear. Knocks it away. And the volley. It's anyone's ball. Towering header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Talleres Córdoba are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Two changes being made right now. Hoists it forward. And it's played forward. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Peter, I can't stress enough the need to get to this fella quickly. They can save themselves a whole lot of hassle.
He's through the middle. He's through, now is he going for goal? And they've been caught out here.
Talleres Córdoba have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Four added minutes on the board.
Big chance! There's a goal! We thought it was over. It's all square once more.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper there. The effort went in at the widest possible point off the upright. Nothing he could do. Yeah, it was pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
All square again into the dying minutes. Shapes to shoot. He's done very well to get to that.
Well, that was...
It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Yeah, this has been a hard-fought game, Peter. There's been a healthy dose of drive and ambition, and sometimes that isn't rewarded with goals just like this one. I've seen a lot worse, though.
So to clarify, extra time will follow. No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Talleres Córdoba displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. Battles to win it back. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Dashing forward at pace. It's on a plate, shoots!
Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it!
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Talleres Córdoba take the lead. And that's it for the first half of extra time. Talleres Córdoba come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now.
Well, there's plenty of potential for a final twist in this tale. I think there's bound to be some late drama in the final 15 minutes of this epic.
We are already back underway. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Goes for goal!
Tries to get it forward quickly. Talleres Córdoba need to hold on for a few more moments. It's a promising ball. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Forward it goes. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Talleres Córdoba through to the semi-finals. The trophy almost touchable. You cannot help but fancy them. Your reflections then, Jim?
I enjoyed that, Peter. Both teams went about their work in a really committed manner, and for me it just always held an interest.
Well, welcome to you and to our coverage of semi-final day. It has to be said, we have an atmosphere here that is really buzzing. Both teams terrifically well represented, fans hopeful, expectant. As well they might be, there is no shortage of belief on either side that it will be their team at the expense of the other, their team alone, which will be lifting the trophy come the final. No question that this is one of the great capital venues of the Netherlands, the Johan Cruyff Arena, Amsterdam. It is extraordinary to think we've already reached this stage, just this game, and then the final.
Well, one of the occasions of the calendar, and in an atmosphere to match. We may well see a high-octane contest where both really look to test respective defences. I sincerely hope we avoid the alternative, which is a potential game of chess. Nobody wants that. It deserves much more.
Now we're on the way. They're guilty of lacking inventiveness here. It's all broken down. He's had a go! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Keeper's ball. It'll be a throw-in. Plays it out to the wing. Ball driven towards the far post. That wasn't the greatest of balls. Lorenzo, yet to have a shot on target. Battles to win it back. And it's played forward. Hoists it forward. Racing Club are playing with a pleasing width here.
Especially that front line.
Is it working for you?
It's not movement for the sake of it, and yes, it is working for me. There's a purpose to create space.
Gets away from his opponent. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Played out to the right. Pretty robust, but it's got the job done. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Hoists it high. Knocks it away. And out to safety. Tries to get it forward quickly. Nicely measured pass. Chance to shoot. Goes for goal. There it is. And Racing Club are ahead. Oh, you've got to say the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Half-time in the semi-final. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It was very, very tight.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They want to keep things simple, build up their confidence, and not rush into mistakes.
So we're already into the second period.
I think they've got to go out at the start of this second half now and set a tone that smacks of intent and determination.
Well, that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Brings it forward. Keeper's got good distance on that. Throw in. And that's found its target. Chipped through. Cleared away.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, at the moment, their chances of getting back in contention look slim. They're not exerting enough pressure. Simple as that.
And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Forward it goes.
Vieto!
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Going through. Oh, good ball. He's had a shot! Should have equalised.
It looked like he got a bit anxious there when the pressure was on.
Well, this lead is tight, but it does look as though it may see them through. They have 1 foot in the final. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Beautifully done. Vieto plays it in.
Racing Club Avellaneda probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here. Yeah, it was pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
A heavy challenge. The official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. He's made sure that that won't get through. San Lorenzo are out. Well, this is incredibly tough on the players amid much mutual comforting and consoling. For the vanquished, it is very much the end of the line. Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, I can tell you that losing a final is not as bad as a semi-final, because at least you get to sample a huge occasion. Having lost the
Well, welcome to you and to our coverage of semi-final day. It has to be said, we have an atmosphere here that is really buzzing. Both teams terrifically well represented, fans hopeful, expectant. As well they might be, there is no shortage of belief on either side that it will be their team at the expense of the other, their team alone, which will be lifting the trophy come the final. This is, of course, the Maracanã. It is a vast stadium, which many, and rightly so, consider the spiritual home of the world game. So it's a straight shootout for the final. That's what we're going to see. There's nowhere, Jim, you would rather be.
A game some may argue with justification as being harder than the final itself, Peter. I can certainly attest to that from my own experience. While you do everything to tell yourself you shouldn't get too ahead of things, it's actually harder than it seems. But it's looking like a terrific occasion here. Let's just hope we have a game to match all of this wonderful expectation.
It's got things underway. He goes along. Ball is over the line. Just lacked a decent finish. Tries to get it forward quickly. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. A buccaneering run from the defender. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Up to meet it! Attempt, that's the wrong outcome.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
And it's played forward. It's a promising run he's making on the right. That looks a good towering header. Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Gets away from his opponent. Shoots! And he's found the net! And Boca Juniors take the lead!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Boca Juniors take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest. Gets a good foot in there. Deftly done. Played into space out wide. Has a pop! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Well, the score's only 1-0. Doesn't tell the full story. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Has he picked it out? And the finish! chips it away.
Shot at goal! In for the follow-up!
Gets it upfield. And the semi-final reaches halfway. So there you have it, a close fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. More than decent game up to now. Good attack on the first 45 minutes.
Boca Juniors merit their advantage on the balance of play. They did most of the probing and got their reward, although they should have a bigger lead. Could come back to haunt them.
Boca Juniors head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. So we're already into the second period. Boca Juniors
Carrying a one-goal lead. Played into space out wide, and it's got through.
He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example.
Going for goal!
Gets into a dangerous position. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Hoists it forward. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
They've played it short. Keeps everyone guessing. It's a fabulous position. Goes for goal!
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
This isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
Has a goal!
Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Forward it goes. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Battles to win it back. Well, this lead is tight, but it does look as though it may see them through. Shoots!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Done very well to intervene.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
And he's cut it out. And that has been clubbed away. And time is up. So the final now awaits. Delirium in the stands. The fans know that they will get their big day. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, to go this far, it has to be on merit, with substance. And this is more evidence of worthy contesters.
So here we go, the final act in what has been a competition that has entranced us throughout, never short on drama or emotion or talking points. This year's edition certainly does more than hold up to its predecessors. It seems this is the game in which everybody is keen to play a part. The stands are washed with colour, proud renditions of their songs from either end. It really does have all the ingredients of a top final. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. Two teams, Jim Beglin, with one common thought: to have their names on this famous trophy.
Yes, Peter, I've been a winning finalist and I've been a losing finalist, and I don't need to tell anyone what I preferred. Winning will help fans remember you for a long, long time, so I sincerely wish both teams well and hope that all the players can give a good account of themselves, and you've heard it before, may the best team do it.
So, just who will seize their moment?
As with a lot of finals, caution plays.
Has a goal! Another chance! It's a goal! That could turn out to be a big, big goal!
He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great coaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
Racing Club have made their breakthrough, so can they build on it?
Well, Peter, the emphasis should now switch to winning it, rather than even thinking about losing it.
Paredes. Well played, he saw that coming. Vieto with a long pass. Danger averted for now.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Vieto. Forward it goes. There has been just the early goal here, and it's 1-0. Just brushed off the ball there. And it's Paredes. He's had a shot! It's gone a long way up and away. Shapes to shoot! He scores! And already they're looking to run away with it. Racing Club have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
You can get that clear. Paredes. He's got away. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Oh, big chance! What has a pop? And more, and more, and more. All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. so impressive.
Oh, look, it's always great to see a solo effort with a goal. It's the ideal combination of pace and control.
3 without... Whistle's gone, and we've reached the halfway point of the final. As easy as 1, 2, 3. It really has been that straightforward halfway through the match, but very little to suggest that much will change in the second half. So, Jim, the halfway point of the final, what are you thinking?
Racing Club Avellaneda have the lead, and obviously it's going to be the happier dressing room at half-time, but it'll be interesting to see what they do second half. I really think that they should push on and do more of what we saw as we approached half-time.
Racing Club are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead. So we're just settling back into this second half. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Tried to play it through.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Has a hit!
Oh, that is an awful miss.
Boca Juniors know they can rely on the counter, and they've just expressed a warning.
Checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's on his way. Goes for goal. In it goes. It is no contest. It is a landslide. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, showed great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent and ruthless all game. He just hasn't stopped working.
Racing Club tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. Plays it out to the flank. Chipped through. Goalkeeper's ball. Vieto, who has made his impact already. Breaks on here. Gets wrestled off the ball. The ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Across the field it goes. Plays it out. Now can he finish? Going for goal! It's anyone's ball. Moves for the... Up he gets! Oh, it needed better placement. Paredes. So that's it. It is all over. And so the moment has come. The trophy shimmers as they prepare to receive it. A never-to-be-forgotten moment. What a moment this is for all connected with the team. It's a day for pride, a day for glory. Another grand chapter to be added to their glittering history.